Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and today we're going to talk about why you need to cut carbs out of your diet, especially if you don't think you can cut carbs out of your diet. The fact of the matter is there are more people in the world today who are dying from overeating than are dying from starvation. I remember when it turned around. I remember when it came out on the news. Officially, more people are dying because of obesity than because of starvation. And it is only getting worse, okay? And the reason why so many of these people who are having a hard time getting their weight down and certainly keeping their weight down find success when they go on low carbs is because carbohydrates, sugar especially, are drugs. People have physical addictions to sugar. People have emotional addictions to sugar. Okay, we're raised in a society where the biggest, most commonly used legal drug or illegal drug is sugar. It's carbohydrates. It's food. You know, I had a great day today. I'm going to celebrate by eating a lot of fucking crap. Hey, I had a horrible day today. I'm going to pep myself up by eating a bunch of crap. Hey, my kid just won the Little League game. I'm going to go ahead and celebrate by eating a bunch of crap with him. Oh, my daughter's boyfriend just broke up with her. I'm going to make her feel better by eating a lot of fucking crap. You eat when you're happy. You eat when you're sad. Okay? You eat to make yourself feel good. You eat to make yourself feel better. And you are addicted to the concept of food in the first place, but especially you can literally be physically addicted to sugar as well. Why do you think it is that you go to certain restaurants and you order what you think is keto food, okay? And there's actually carbs inside of it. Why is it that you'll go somewhere and buy a hamburger at some cheap fast food joint and they'll actually put sugar in it? Because it, quote, tastes better when you have sugar inside of the meat or whatever amount of this food actually is meat. And then you think you're coming back because the food is good when you're really just addicted to the sugar, okay? So the fact of the matter is, you enjoy food. It's like an avocation for you. I enjoy as a hobby eating food. I enjoy as a hobby eating carbs. But when you take carbs out of the picture, you stop eating for enjoyment. You stop eating for fun. Now, I enjoy my food. I love eating, omelets and cheese. Okay. I love, eating steaks. I love eating food like that. Okay. But at the same time, I don't do it as a fucking hobby. If you put a plate of fucking pizza in front of me, if you put a bunch of chips in front of me, a bunch of chocolate, whatever, and I will be sucking that shit down. Okay. Cake, pie, whatever. I'll be eating it, and then I'll start to feel full and I'll continue eating. Then I'll start to feel sick and I'll continue eating. Okay. I will go on a bender just like an alcoholic who can't have one fucking beer or one glass of wine. And the fact of the matter is, just like the alcoholic who can't stop after one beer or one glass of wine, the only way for him to get his life in order is to completely cut alcohol out of his life. Okay. When's the last time that you saw somebody drink enough water that they threw up? When's the last time you saw somebody that drank enough water that they fucking passed out on the ground and had to be taken to the hospital? It's possible. It's possible to do that. I know somebody's going to say it's possible, but it doesn't fucking happen. However, it happens with alcohol all the goddamn time. Okay. And like I said, if you're an alcoholic, if you cannot control yourself around alcohol, what you need to do is cut it out of your life completely. And once again, if you have a problem with carbohydrates where you cannot, eat one fucking piece of pie or one fucking piece of cake or one fucking donut or whatever, like me, you need to cut it out of your life completely. And like the alcoholic, he's not going to drink water until he passes out. I am not going to eat fucking omelets or eat steaks or eat salads until I fucking vomit. I'll eat and I'll be happy. I'm like, hey, I'm full, I'm feeling good now. I'm going to stop. That's how it fucking works. But like I said, if I'll eat donuts until I vomit, and then I'll eat more donuts after I vomited. I knew alcoholics who used to see guys vomiting and saying, oh, it's okay, it's just making room for more. Ha 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 ha. Well, I used to do that fucking shit with donuts too. I would eat until I got physically ill, vomited, and then I would continue eating after I vomited because now I'm hungry again. Okay? It's literally a disease. It's literally a sickness. It's literally something fucked up in a person's upbringing. Like I said, hey, let's celebrate by eating. Okay, you're literally born and raised to eat carbohydrates, to use them as a drug. And like I said, there is an actual physical addiction. Now let's talk about this because there are so many people who say, well, I could never go low carb because I can't live without carbs. Okay, guess what? I used to live in Germany. There used to be a saying in Germany, ich habe kein Problem mit Alkohol, es geht nur nicht ohne. Okay? I don't have a problem with alcohol. It's just I have a problem without it. Okay? And that's like people would say that and think it's funny. You're saying you're a fucking alcoholic, an alcohol dependent fucking piece of shit. What is fucking wrong with you? Oh, I don't have a problem with alcohol. I just have a problem without alcohol. You're admitting the fact that you, more than anybody else, need to stop fucking drinking alcohol completely. Cut it out of your life and never fucking drink again. And then you will be able to unfuck yourself. And it's the same thing here. If you're like, oh, I can't live without carbs. You need to fucking stop eating carbs more than fucking anybody else. And you're like, well, I tried not going on low. I tried keto once and I couldn't live without carbs. Well, guess what? The facts of the matter is, if you cannot live without carbs, you're fucking addicted. If you eat carbs to excess, you're addicted. So if you tried and went back because you couldn't live without carbs, it's an addiction. You need to figure that shit out. Okay? Number one. Number two is, if you have a problem with fucking getting your body fat adapted, you cut the carbs and you have a problem feeling good, you have a problem with your energy, you have a problem with your mood. Number one, you're doing something wrong. Okay, you need to make sure your water intake, your fiber intake, your electrolytes intake, all your fat intake, your caloric intake, all this stuff has to be set up properly to allow your body to function better without carbs than you were functioning with carbs, number one. But number two, if you have a problem getting this crap out of your system, getting this, getting all this glycogen out of your system, getting the carbs out of your system, functioning without carbohydrates, okay, that means you need it more than anybody else, okay? If you have a hard time getting off carbs, it means you definitely need to get off carbs. Let's go ahead and talk about this. If you're fucking shooting up fucking heroin and you fucking stop shooting up fucking heroin, how are you going to feel? Are you going to feel good? Are you going to feel better? No, you're going to be like, man, this fucking sucks, man. I tried quitting heroin once, but I couldn't do it because I don't want to live without fucking heroin. That's what you're saying when you fucking say that you fucking, oh, I felt like shit for like a day or two, so I went back to eating carbs, okay? You're addicted. You need to get that shit out of your system. I mean, if you take a bum, okay, a bum on the fucking street who hasn't showered, hasn't brushed his teeth, hasn't flossed his teeth in fucking 10 years, and you give him a shower, do you think it's going to feel good? I mean, his fucking clothing may be stuck to himself. You may have to like surgically remove some of the clothing, the socks he hasn't taken off in 3 years. You may have to, he may have like boils all over his body. You think he's going to want to shower? Do you think he's going to want to bathe? Okay, if a bum brushes his teeth for the first time in 3 fucking years, 10 fucking years, 20 fucking years, what's going to happen? His fucking gums are going to bleed. If he flosses, his gums are going to bleed profusely. Okay, does that mean that brushing your teeth is bad? No. If your gums bleed when you brush your teeth, it means you need to brush your teeth more than a person whose gums don't bleed. You really need to fucking brush your teeth, okay? And that the problem is you are living in a fucked up ass manner in which you did not brush your teeth, okay? If you fucking quit alcohol, you're going to feel like shit. That's a sign that you need to quit alcohol. If you cut out fucking some kind of a drug, including sugar, including carbs, and you feel like shit, that's a sure sign you need that crap out of your system, okay? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. I knew a guy when I was in Germany. I was working for a fucking security company. I was the trainer. One of the guys that I trained was a canine guy, okay? A bomb dog, a Hundeführer, okay? A bomb dog canine guy. And I heard about him. He's like, oh, I was talking to this girl and she's like, yeah, he tried fucking quitting smoking and fucking, yeah, he got like sick all the time. He was sick after a couple of weeks. He said, fuck it, I'm just sick and I'm coughing all the time and getting cold, so I'm just gonna go back to smoking. That motherfucker died of cancer. Oh, fucking, whatever. I'm gonna go back to smoking because I feel better when I smoke. He fucking died of cancer. The last thing I heard was he fucking died of cancer. They're like, dude, honestly, you wouldn't have fucking recognized him. He was like 1/3 of the weight that he was when you knew him. And I was like, holy fucking shit. And everybody thought it was so funny. It's like, oh yeah, well, fucking Bayer fucking went ahead and goddamn quit smoking and he fucking got sick, so he went back to smoking. Is that fucking funny now that he died of fucking cancer? And what do you think? Okay, well, you don't have diabetes, but you have to shoot insulin because your body is so fucking big, you cannot keep up with the fucking production of insulin. You need to shoot insulin, even though you don't genetically have fucking diabetes. You don't genetically have high blood pressure, but you're so fucking obese that you goddamn, fucking need to fucking take blood pressure meds because your blood pressure is too fucking high. Your fucking joints are all worn down. Your vertebrae, your fucking discs are worn down. Your hips, your knees, your ankles. Every fucking part of your fucking body hurts because You carry too much goddamn fucking weight, okay? You can't fucking breathe because you've got too much fucking weight. You have sleep apnea, you snore. You can't see your fucking cock because your fucking stomach goes down to your knees. And you're fucking going to go ahead and tell me that fucking you do not need, okay, to fucking get in fucking shape. The fact of the matter is, like, do you want to fucking have all these fucking problems? Well, I fucking cut carbs once and it didn't fucking work. So I'm just going to go back to eating 15 pizzas and drinking 10 gallons of soda a day and having 15 cases of beer a day because I feel better than doing that than when I'm fucking not taking carbs for like a day and a half because that's how long I've gone without carbs in my life. And guess what fucking happens? Then you die of a fucking heart attack. Is that fucking what you want? Do you want to fucking die of a fucking heart attack? Do you want to fucking go into fucking diabetic ketoacidosis because you're a fucking piece of shit? Because you fucking refuse to fucking be unhappy for a couple days where your body's getting rid of the fucking carbs in your system? The fact of the matter is the more you need, the worse you feel when you go off carbs, the more you need to completely go off carbs, okay? Because like I said, just go ahead and ask a doctor, hey, this guy I know, he fucking stopped drinking. He's fucking shaking here without alcohol. Should he drink again? Motherfucker, if he's shaking because he hasn't had a drink in a couple days, he needs to fucking stop drinking more than fucking any goddamn buddy else in the fucking world, okay? If a motherfucker's shaking because he fucking hasn't had a drink in 2 days, if there's one person in the universe who needs to stop drinking, it's that addicted motherfucker. Okay? Yes, he will feel better if he has another drink, but he will fucking die soon because he's that fucking addicted. It's the same fucking way with carbs. If you fucking, like I said, if you fucking relegate your state, your mental, emotional state, I'm feeling bad, I'm going to go ahead and have some carbs and feel better. I'm fucking feeling great. I'm going to celebrate by having fucking carbs, okay? If that's your fucking favorite drug, okay, you need to get off the fucking drug completely. Just like an alcoholic, just like a fucking drug addict, you need to get the drug out of your system and never, ever, ever put it in your system again. And for a lot of motherfucking people, that's carbs. And that's the reason why, like I said, a lot of people go from diet to diet. They can't stick to a diet. When they finally get into ketosis and they finally live the ketogenic lifestyle, then they can finally drop the weight and keep it off, okay? As opposed to other people who are like, oh, well, just fucking, eat fewer calories and you'll be fine. That's like telling a fucking alcoholic, oh, just drink one fucking glass of wine at dinner and you'll be fine. Yeah, an alcoholic fucking drinks one glass of wine at dinner. He's drinking fucking 3 bottles of wine that night. And he's doing the same thing the next day and the next day and the next day. So telling an alcoholic, oh, well, you don't have to quit. You could just fucking drink 1 glass of wine a day and you'll be fine. Is the same little baby boo-boo bop bullshit as telling a fucking carb addict, oh, well, just go ahead and have like 1 donut and don't eat fucking 25. The motherfucker eats 25 donuts a day for the last 25 fucking years. And you're going to tell him that he's capable of fucking eating 1 donut? You're a fucking child, a fucking piece of shit. You don't give a fuck about anybody else. You're trying to look smart, trying to be counter. Oh, I'm against everybody else. Oh, yes, I'm fucking coming up with this great idea. You can eat whatever you want and enjoy your favorite foods. Motherfucker, you're killing people. You are fucking killing people when you come up with shit like this. When you start talking like, oh, well, fucking, just eat your favorite foods and have donuts. Just eat fewer donuts. Yeah, and go ahead and tell a motherfucking alcoholic that fucking he should just have 1 fucking beer or 1 glass of wine with dinner. And next thing you know, he's in a fucking gutter. His wife fucking left him. He lost his fucking job. He got a DUI. He got killed somebody in a fucking bar fight because your fucking dumbass told him to fucking have 1 fucking bottle of fucking beer at night. Okay, you fucking senseless, selfish piece of shit who just wants to fucking look smart and look intelligent. The fact of the matter is, carbs are a fucking addiction. If you fucking have a problem with carbs, you need to cut them out. And if you don't, your life is just going to continue to fucking go downhill. Period. End of motherfucking story. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. Click that little bell so you get notified when I put out another one of these videos. Trying to be more consistent again. Comment down below. I love hearing you guys' comments. And if you have any questions or suggestions for other videos, let me know down in the comment section. Aside from that, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.